Hello everyone and welcome to City Beat. We're your only English language television guide to arts and entertainment in the city. I'm Michelle, your host for the show. Now let's get started with today's top headlines. This week on City Beat, an acclaimed Shanghai artist and photographer finds his inspiration in the Chinese qipao. Automobile fever gets hotter in Shanghai with model cars, something collectors of all ages can enjoy. And the latest computer technology is in your shoes. All this plus Lifestyle Beat coming right up. Now you probably haven't seen anything that looks like the work of this native Shanghainese artist you're about to meet. Getting inspiration from the Chinese traditional qipao dress, this man is both a photographer and a Chinese traditional painter. And what he does is he fuses these two concepts together and creates something quite unique. Let's take a look.
For modern Shanghai women who face endless choices in fashion, there is still something to envy about their counterparts who lived 100 years ago. There was a charm to the qipao dresses they all wore, a simplicity and elegance that may be fast fading away. Ma Yuanhao is one of those who feels this nostalgia, and he actually grew to fame taking photographs of women wearing modern qipaos. But he gradually grew unsatisfied with the style and started collecting these antique dresses.
我小时候，我妈妈是典型的30年代那时候这种远邻那个时代的妇女，所以她的穿戴啊，包括那些旗袍，从小我就见的比较多。后来随了妈妈去世以后呢，我这个情节一直留着，所以这就是看到现在旧货店里看到一些旗袍呢，又回忆起那个情节。
From when he started collecting 10 years ago, Ma Yuanhao now owns 300 articles. He is also becoming an expert in the qipao, knowing exactly how it evolved from the late Qing dynasty to the 1930s. From the complex embroidery and buttonhole loops in the Qing dynasty, the dress was simplified in terms of decoration and color in the 1930s. However, the ability of the qipao to depict Chinese women's beauty remains, revealed in the details not lost during its modernization.
以前的旗袍的色调和那个图案，都是比现在的一些旗袍呢来的沉着，来的比较有含蓄。就是我通常说的不火气，尤其对那个盘纽啊、花边啊、云纹啊这些装饰的图案比较喜欢。
From qipaos, Ma moved on to collecting other antiques too. The main problem with this expansion was cost, since the price of antique qipaos kept getting higher and higher, and he could no longer afford the dresses he liked best. So, he once again picked up his brush, which he first learned to use as a child. But now, decades later, he has brand new ideas for painting after his experience as a photographer.
在现在比较时尚的社会里边，如果你是单单一张照片，一定不震撼；单单一张画，除非你是名画，普通的又看不上。那么我想，如果把两者结合起来，用电脑，至少在1-2年时间里面，可能会比较好的效果。所以我觉得最近1年多一直在探索搞这个墨印画，就是水墨和摄影用电脑合成的一种画。
The way he creates Mo Yinghua is to take a photo first and then paint a copy of that photo. Then, using his computer, he makes one composite image, blending parts of the painting with parts of the photo. In this way, reality and imagination come together, creating a dreamlike world.
我认为人活在世界上最要紧的，要尽量能做到做自己最高兴做的事情。 这是活得才有意义，这是第一。第二呢，要了解市场，要了解客观的环境。
This may explain why Ma Yuanhao has moved from photographer to collector to Mo Yinghua painter. But on his schedule, there is another new task, directing a documentary. In keeping with his interest in old Chinese things, Ma got involved in a project which documents some unnoticed ancient towns in an effort to preserve them. Whatever he does and chooses, life for Ma Yuanhao is a happy process of finding his interests and pursuing them.
Coming up on Lifestyle Beat, contemporary California dining arrives in Shanghai with a creative fusion menu. Shanghai for you on City Beat.